Hello. Recently you were given this excerpt from Shooting an Elephant on a quiz. You were asked to read the passage and in a carefully crafted response, select diction, syntax, imagery, or detail and describe the effects of this literary/rhetorical strategy. The passage reads, "He, the elephant, was dying, very slowly and in great agony, but in some world remote from me where not even a bullet could damage him further. I felt that I had got to put an end to that dreadful noise. It seemed dreadful to see the great beast lying there, powerless to move and yet powerless to die, and not even to be able to finish him. I sent back for my small rifle and poured shot after shot into his heart and down his throat. They seemed to make no impression. The tortured gasps continued as steadily as the ticking of a clock." One example that I have from a student who will remain unnamed, that student used diction. And I'm going to go ahead and, this student wrote a very good example. It said the diction in the passage. Pause for a second. Okay, so this response reads, "The diction in the passage helps the reader understand how emotional and difficult it was for the author to kill the elephant. It shows his struggle and how it got worse when the elephant didn't die quickly." This is not a bad response, and it got a decent score. However, the things that I would point out with this is that it needed examples of the diction. The way to remedy this would have been to add examples of the word, such as, right here, instead of saying it, you could say words such as agony, dreadful, that sort of thing. Powerless and powerless. We'll go with those. So now if we say words such as agony, dreadful, and powerless, put them in quotes, show, the word show, so now we have to change our verb, his struggle, and how it got worse when the elephant didn't die quickly. Now you have all the elements. You've noted your strategy that you want to talk about. You've given examples of it and effectively explained the effects. The only other thing I would add to this, if I were really going to help this person improve their writing, shows, I would maybe have reveals, something like that, a stronger verb, and how it got worse. Just instead of got worse, you just really want to try to elevate that again. So rather than got worse, you can just even say worsened. And there you go. So that's one example of how to effectively do that in your body paragraph work.